Hey everyone, and welcome to the semifinals and finals of the Luxury Brands tournament here at Mini Racer Mania. 2 cars from each brand have qualified for one of the semifinals where special team rules will apply. Of course, the 2 cars with the most points will advance, but if there is a tie for second place, then the car from the brand that has not yet qualified for the final on first place will advance. So you need team tactics in order to have 2 cars advance to the final, which is of course what everyone's aiming for, because it increases your chance of winning the tournament. The Ferrari F40 in the lead, and the lead gets bigger in the second curve. He will finish first if nothing happens, and it does not. The 2 Porsches following in order, and the SF90 last place. F40 with an exceptionally good performance here after having set the record of 6.495 in the very first race of this tournament, and it has been standing ever since. 4 points for him, not a new record. The 2 Porsches, a 911 with 3 and Panamera with 2. SF90 just 1 point at the moment, but there are still 3 more races to go. The Panamera is fast, but the SF90 is following him, and they are overtaking the Panamera now. The 2 Ferraris are overtaking the Panamera, and they're pushing him out. What a great team effort there by the 2 Ferraris. Wow. Good racing, great riding. Take a look, they're in the curve. First they overtook him, and then they are even pushing him out. So he loses points. But he almost left the track there, but managed to stay on, which was important. Slowly rolling across the finish line, but that's 1 point for him, and that could be a point that might be important in the end. 7 points at the moment for the F45, for the SF90 and the 911 Porsche, and 3 for the Panamera, who's again starting in the front row now, along with the Ferrari SF90, and the Ferrari SF90 is fast, taking the lead. How will the F40 do against the Panamera? He overtakes him in the first curve, but Panamera overtakes him again, and 911 also overtakes the F40. Wow! Man! And this time a great performance by Porsche. And I think, again, this was a team effort. Panamera first being overtook by the F40, but then overtakes him again and blocks him a little so that the 911 passes him. And now it's 6-7 for the 2 Porsches, and 8 for the F40, and 9 for the SF90. Wow, anything can still happen here. And Team Ferrari needs to make sure that F40 finishes in front of the 911, but it looks as if the F40 is slow, and the Panamera blocks him! The Panamera blocks him and is out, but that means that the F40 will finish in 3rd place. There he is. And that's so important for Team Porsche, and I guess that was done intentionally. That was team order. They told the Panamera, just make sure that the F40 doesn't finish or finishes behind the 911, so that the 911 gains points and the Panamera just sacrificed himself. And this was well done, and now it's 10 points for the F40, 10 for the 911, and because of the team rule, because a Ferrari has already qualified, the 911 will advance to the final because of this great team effort by Team Porsche. Second semifinal coming up now, Lamborghini against Team BMW. The Lamborghinis have not been fast in their brand qualifier, with the exception of this Miura, who is starting in front now, but BMW Wagon M3 takes the lead. Miura attacks, Wagon blocks everyone, and Miura is out. And the Wagon also blocked his own team partner, the 2002 there. Dangerous move, but in the end successful, because the Miura is pushed out and leaves with 0 DNFs here. Huracan at least finishing in 3rd place. What a dangerous move. Wow, what a bold move. M3, 4 points, 2002, 3, Huracan 2, and that's a dream start for Team BMW, who are already well in the lead with 2 cars now. But Miura starting in front again, and this car is fast, and he takes first place. Huracan is out. The M3 blocked the Huracan. Wow, the M3 is a block monster. 2002 trying to attack the Miura, not working out. What a block monster this M3 is. Yeah, I mean, it's a solid German station wagon, right? And these cars built in the 1990s, and they're still running on German streets. 6 points now for the M3, 6 points for the 2002, just 4 for the Miura and 2 for the Huracan. Wow. BMW pretty much on top here, but anything can still happen. Team Lamborghini has to focus on the Miura, and the Huracan has to block the other cars so that the Miura gets points, but it does not work out. Or it doesn't work out, it does maybe. I think what happened here was they gave that Team Lambo, through their radio, gave the Huracan the order, slow down, let the Miura pass, because Miura needs points. You don't need them anymore, you're out anyway. We need to make sure that the Miura advances, who has 6 points now, 10 for the 2002 and 9 for the wagon. So, I mean, if there are DNFs, and DNFs happen a lot in these types of races, then the chances are still there for the Miura to advance. We have seen it before in the Ferrari versus Porsche semi-final, but the wagon is in front and Huracan is out, the block monster again. Wow! This wagon is so strong. Miura attacks, but it wouldn't help anyway. Wouldn't help him to finish second. Doesn't matter if he finishes second or third. And these 2 cars from the Bayerische Motorenwerke, BMW, on top, and this block monster, the M3, so important in this semifinal. 13 points for the 2 BMWs, 8 for the Miura and 3 for the Huracan. So we have a final with 2 BMWs, 1 Ferrari and 1 Porsche. It's the SF90 Ferrari and the Porsche 911 against the 2002 BMW, I think from the late 1960s or early 1970s, and a BMW M3 station wagon from the 1990s in an M version, so that's the sports version. But the SF90 takes the lead here, and the block monster tried again, but failed this time. And what happened to the Porsche? What an accident there! The Porsche just hit the barrier and flew off. And then he stopped the BMW M3 because of his own accident, which was not a smart move because he has no team partner to support. He's racing on his own here. And that's good news for Team Ferrari and maybe also for Team BMW. 4 points for the Ferrari, 3 for the 2002. And that's already a big lead. Maybe it's going to be between these 2 cars here, who are both starting in front now. So the 2 cars with the most points in the front row, will they be able to keep this advantage? SF90 faster than the 2002. The BMW attacks his own team partner. 2002 blocks everyone. What's he doing? What's the 2002 doing? Driving backwards now, taking home at least 3 points. Well, they blocked the Porsche. That's good news for Team BMW, but I don't know. That was an odd move. Maybe not done intentionally. Maybe the Porsche pushed the 2002, because this didn't help Team BMW. And Team BMW will have to focus solely on the 2002 now, because the wagon doesn't really have any chance. But maybe we know that this M3 wagon is a block monster, and maybe he'll be able to block competitors and then give the 2002 points. 8 points for the SF90 at the moment and 6 for the 2002. And the 2002 is starting in the front row now with the SF90 right behind him. But SF90 overtakes the 911 in the first curve. This looks good for the SF90, but also for the 2002. No changes there in position. in the final section of the track. 2002 this time taking home 4 points, SF93. And in the last and final race of this tournament, it will be between these two cars. SF90 with 11 points, 2002 with 10. Whoever, I mean the SF90, yeah, with the lead of 1 point. They are both starting in the back, and the M3 tries to block the Ferrari, but it doesn't work out this time. Maybe the BMW M3 will slow down to block the Ferrari. Yes, but it doesn't help. It doesn't help. The 2002 will finish in 4th place. Maybe, I don't know. This nose block just wasn't enough, and it came too late. He should have gone slower earlier. But this block it was too late, no chance. And the SF90 with 14 points is the big winner for Team Ferrari of this luxury brands tournament. Congratulations to Team Ferrari, and I mean, who else could have won this one if not Team Ferrari, the most iconic of all luxury brands. See you next time. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and check out our other videos. Bye bye.